soft. The first hint of dawn painted the eastern sky in soft shades of rose and gold. Light spilled through the trees, waking the quiet tapestry of the woods. Deep within Whisperwood, a young fox named Fen stirred in his cozy den. His fur, the color of a setting sun, still fluffed with the warmth of sleep. He stretched his slender legs, greeting the morning with a quiet ease. The scents of damp earth, pine needles, and the faint musk of family filled the den. It was a morning like any other, safe and predictable. Outside, the world was a quiet tapestry of greens and browns. But a strange feeling prickled at the edges of his awareness. A subtle shift in the air, a whisper he could not quite place. It was not predator nor prey. It was something ancient and new at once. The breeze seemed to carry a message, a melody his heart could feel. A song woven into the wind, notes that shimmered like moonlight on water. It spoke of hidden places and forgotten magic. The urge to follow was overwhelming, silencing caution. He left the safety of family and stepped into the waking forest. The song danced just ahead, a playful invitation. His family slept on, their soft snores a comforting rumble. He knew there were dangers, but the song promised discovery. With a final backward glance, Fen followed the whispering wind. His heart thumped with fear and exhilarating anticipation. Warm. Every great journey begins with a single listening breath. The melody guided him deeper, away from familiar grounds into the older, wilder Whisperwood. Trees grew taller, their branches weaving a dense, living canopy. Light and shadow dappled the forest floor. The air grew cooler, thick with ancient bark and decaying leaves. With each step, the song grew clearer, humming in the very air. It was haunting and beautiful, pulling him forward. He passed hollow logs that could hide grumpy badgers and thickets where bears might sleep, yet felt no fear. The melody was his shield, a current carrying him onward. Birdsong became a symphony that seemed to harmonize with the unseen tune. Squirrels watched with knowing curiosity, guardians welcoming him. A sparkling blue butterfly fluttered ahead, guided by the same song. Fen felt like a lone explorer in a world brimming with hidden life. The path was no longer just dirt and stone, but leaves that shimmered with inner light. Each step played a note, a grand earthy symphony. The leaves murmured of seasons, sun and moon, and those who walked before. Clusters of mushrooms glowed, pulsing gentle colors in the deepening shade. Rabbits with lavender fur wished him well, thoughts blooming like flowers. A silver-striped badger offered a solemn nod, a guardian's respect. He began to sense a web of connection, roots sharing strength, wind carrying messages. With every step, the song wove a silver thread, guiding him toward the heart of the woods. Hushed. Wonder hums where courage meets curiosity. Beyond the glimmering creek, Fen entered a clearing that silenced him with its majesty. He stood among titans of the forest. Their gnarled bark held the suggestion of ancient, wrinkled faces. Moss and lichen hung from limbs that stretched like supplicating arms. Their leaves spoke in 1,000 shades of green, silver, and gold. It felt like a cathedral built by nature, heavy with centuries. The song seemed to come from everywhere at once. The trees sang together, a rumbling chorus that vibrated into his bones. One colossal oak, its bark like a celestial map, addressed him.
"Welcome, little seeker. We have been singing for you. We have been waiting."
The others murmured agreement, a rustling, collective sigh. They were keepers of the wood's oldest memories, calling the curious and brave. Wisdom poured in images and feelings of delicate balance. From the smallest insect to the largest hunter, each had a role: growth, decay, life, and rebirth. Courage was not the absence of fear, but moving despite it. He felt a profound connection to the world around him. He was part of a vast, intricate, magical web of life, soft. In listening to the oldest voices, he found his own. The clearing held its breath for the next secret. A single pure note drew Fenn's gaze to a hollow among the oak's roots. A great horned owl, larger than any he had seen. Its feathers held the colors of twilight, but it was the owl's luminous eyes that held him. It spoke in a low, melodic tone, soothing and commanding.
You have heard the song of the trees and drunk from the creek of memories. You have come far, little fox. The final step requires a keen mind. I am Orion, guardian of the final secret. The way forward is locked. This stone is the key, but it will yield only to one who answers my riddle.
Fenn dipped his head, ready. The clearing grew quieter, charged with anticipation, his mind clear from the magical water he had drunk.
I have no voice, but I tell all stories. I have no body, but I travel on every wind. I can be captured in a pool of water, but I have no weight. I am born of the sun, yet I am the queen of the night. What am I?
The riddle hung in the air, full of contradictions. He remembered leaves that told tales and water that held visions. The answer clicked, clear as starlight.
It is a reflection, or a shadow. It is the light that tells the story of what it touches.
Clever, little fox, very clever.
The stone blazed and the earth opened to reveal the way forward. The passage was a tunnel of roots, glowing with the keystone's light and scented with night-blooming flowers. He followed the gentle pulse like a heartbeat. He stepped through and gasped. Above, a night sky of crystal stars. Below, a garden bloomed in ethereal light, a secret world beyond time. Petals of spun moonlight, moss that painted the ground in living constellations. Sprites flitted from flower to flower, laughing like chimes. White deer with mother-of-pearl antlers grazed in peace. None startled. All welcomed him with quiet curiosity. He spent both a lifetime and a breath in the garden of starlight. He needed neither food nor sleep. The garden sustained him. He learned the greatest lesson. The world was bigger and more wonderful than he knew. Courage and curiosity were keys, friendship and respect, the threads. He was not just a visitor. The magic was now a part of him. A gentle tug told him it was time to return. The way closed behind him, silent as a secret.
Go now, little fox. Remember, live the lessons you have learned.
The forest was no longer strange, its magic a quiet, everyday hum. He walked with new eyes, seeing wonder in every leaf, stone, and creature. He arrived as the sun painted the sky with rose and gold, as before, and not as before. To them, he was the same Fenn, but within he carried a garden of starlight, warm, concluding. The greatest adventures begin with curiosity and grow with courage. He was still a young fox, now a seeker. His life an endless discovery. Whisper, listen, and the wind will sing the way.